Alright, what we got here? Loloverruled. Well, he's a lefty, lawyer, blah 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 blah. Posted an apology that he deleted for his behavior with women, sliding into DMs and denying sending threats or unsolicited photos. I would like to know what accountability can look like. Really cannot express how sorry I am to all. Now, what do we got here? That's a. Alright, can we. Fucking. Give me this shit. Alright, I want to be able to read this stuff. Alright, there's a cat. This is not my full apology, and it isn't meant to be. I still need some time to figure out how to do that and what that looks like. There's been a lot being said about my behavior. I'm absolutely embarrassed and ashamed of myself in many instances and have been a real asshole. I don't deny that at all. I know many people are disappointed, and I'm disappointed myself. I've hurt people emotionally, and I regret it immensely. Yes, he apparently deleted this. That's correct, AJ. I do want to clarify some things. Yes, I have slid into a lot of people's DMs, okay? I think I didn't really think of it as a huge deal. But it's clear I did not fully grasp how some people could feel about that or even think I was some kind of famous person, which I have never really honestly felt about myself and always felt like a random internet side character. Wait, like what did he Okay, what did he like say in like people's DMs? Like did he just like randomly just slide into people's DMs and start talking to people or something? Is that what it is? I've slid into a lot of people's DMs. Isn't that like normal? I guess it depends on what like the contents of the DMs were. Like sliding into a person's DMs and then they like if they were to tell him to be like, okay, like go away or something. I don't want to talk to you, and he keeps like talking to them. Okay, I can understand that being a problem. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But if they're like talking back with him, maybe if he's like being like uncomfortable or weird in those fucking DMs, I'm not like trying to throw doubt in the wind. Like I'm just trying to understand exactly here. Like what the fuck is going on? Like what did he say? Right? Because that matters significantly, right? Like if it was sort of DMs that he sent unprompted and he's like pestering people constantly, then okay, yeah, that makes sense to me, right? Understandable that people would be pissed about that and there'd be a big scandal about it. Okay, totally understandable. I get that for sure, absolutely. If he's just like sliding people's DMs and he's talking with people, then I think that's like okay. But if he's doing like other sussy shit about it, then oh, absolutely, that's a problem. Absolutely, I don't think that's not ridiculous to say. So no, I did not send photos unsolicited. It may have been the case in some instances that I genuinely misread the conversation we were having, but no, I didn't just randomly send something. Oh, okay. We got a quirked up fucking white boy sending okay, I'm being a little hyperbolic when I say this. Hyperbole alert, hyperbole alert. We got a quirked up fucking white boy misreading signals and sending around dick pics or some shit. Yep, that's a fucking classic, okay? Now, okay. Allegedly, okay? Like, we don't actually know if that's what happened. That's the kind of, like, I'm perceiving. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. No, I have not threatened anyone. I saw something to that effect being said. I do believe some of what's being said is genuinely libel and defamation. I am, however, interested in arguing with people or suing or anything like that. It is also entirely possible there were miscommunications and conversations misread, but I take full responsibility for making people feel uncomfortable. Okay, so general uncomfortability with stuff that's being said, maybe like certain edgy jokes or something. I know he had like a tweet where he said like I would personally open the borders to let in as many thick Latinas as possible, and he said thick with a K. Like that's crazy. Like THICK, which is fucking a wild fucking statement. Funny fucking statement. I guess looking back on it, it's just like, oh, that's a little weird that he said that. Very, very funny. Like in that context at that moment. Now with this, it's a little sussy. It's a little weird. Like it's like okay, kind of sus, kind of weird, but what else do we have here? Again, this is not meant to be an extensive apology. It really isn't. I am sorry to the people I have made uncomfortable or hurt emotionally. I know it doesn't matter to some of you now, but I am glad this stuff is being talked about in a way. It is forcing me to actually look at myself hard in the mirror and do something about it. I am going to be pretty offline for a bit, slash doing an intrusive outpatient program. Okay. Taking accountability, I guess, I suppose. All right. I do not know what will happen next. I may never come back to the internet in some capacity again. I don't know. I want to do better, and I genuinely want to make amends to the people I negatively impacted. I hope some people will give me the opportunity to do that. I do not expect it at all, but I am always available to listen and talk if anyone wants that. Okay? I don't want to be a piece of shit guy. I have been. I think the way I have acted has not been in line with my character and does not reflect the kind of man I want to be. I'm seeking help to better myself. I'm sorry it took so long. I mean, this is a good response, but whether he holds this, that's the ultimately other question. But then again, we have to ask ourselves this question, Boy Meets Mini. Why did he delete this? Right? So far I'm not, like, seeing anything, like, too potentially sussy. Not at the moment, like, unless, like, there's some other crazy shit. We're gonna get to the things that Juniper is saying, okay? Because Juniper, like, Loloverruled used to be a part of Western Kabuki, right? That's her podcast that she has with, like, I think 2 other people, or I don't remember their name. I'm really bad with names, I'm sorry. But that's, like, the kind of, like, shtick that he was doing for, like, a little while. Then, like, I don't know. He is a lawyer, right? Probably doing some, like, lawyering work and shit like that. But, like... So it's I'm trying to like understand here. Like, so far this response isn't the worst. He's talking about, like, yeah, I fucked up. I made people feel genuinely uncomfortable. As for some of the other stuff, saying, like, did he send, like, unsolicited stuff? He denies that and says that he misread the fucking situation. Now, whatever that means is that can basically mean fucking anything to whoever. If that's, like, honest or truthful, that is an entirely different question. You need a lot more fucking context in order to be able to sort of make that sort of assessment in terms of, like, I don't know, the stamp of, like, sex pest or allegation saying, like it's an accurate sort of, like, statement. And it's just, like, not enough information is out there to probably make that a judgment now. We'll continue reading a bunch of other stuff and see what's going on here. I'm sorry it took so long. Accountability is a weird thing. You really can only take accountability for yourself. If you want to pretend something isn't a problem, you can try and weather any storm that comes and pretend it isn't real. I don't want to be that way. In the very least, I would like to show what accountability can look like. Really cannot express how sorry I am to all. What do we think of this? I'm not hardcore reading anything, right? Like, it is a well-crafted, careful fucking statement. He admitted to wrongdoing, saying he wants to take accountability for what he has done. I might be missing quite a few details as to what's going on here, but, like, let's see. What do we have here? So, we got Juniper of the famed Juniper. What is this? What do we have here? People have begun to discuss things Loloverruled / Alex, my former co-host on Western Kabuki, is alleged to have done. We believe them. Okay, so a bunch of people came out with allegations. Okay, like, you know, Me Too situation. People are well, specifically Juniper and her cohort of podcast hosts believe them. Okay. Prior to all this, a few women unrelated to the discussions we've seen online, but who were nonetheless impacted by his actions, reached out to us about their experiences. After those conversations, we immediately parted ways with him. I don't know if we're necessarily going to have, like, I don't know, details on that. I'm not really going to ask for any of those fucking details, right? Like, we just have to kind of go off of what's going on here, because very often when it comes to situations like this, it coming to public light, a lot of people don't want to talk about that. Super, super hardcore. It's, IDK what accountability is for sex addicts, if that's what you'd even call his stuff. Like, apologize, IDK. Money via lawsuits? I don't know. Probably therapy, right? Like, fucking Russell Brand was a sex addict, and he went like full Jesus mode or some shit in order to try to like take accountability, right? Like, uh, it made things worse, I would say, for Russell Brand. I don't think that'll happen to Loloverruled. I don't know, unless like something fucking wild happens. But who really knows? To be honest, like what kind? Again, like this is just like a sort of developing situation, right? Like we gotta wait and see like what happens. A lot of details need to be worked out. A lot of wacky stuff needs to be talked about so far and so on. We didn't initially say anything when this started in order to preserve the anonymity and safety of those who came to us, as they have plans to tell their stories on their own terms. Right? Understandable. So the details aren't out necessarily yet because they wanted to save for themselves, which I think is reasonable. But in light of everything, we are sharing this with their permission. We stand with everybody who's told their story and those who came forward to us. That they reached out to begin with is brave and an important part of keeping our spaces safe for everyone. Okay, nothing too crazy being said here. In discussing this, we hope you keep all those impacted front and center. We also ask to not let your affinity for any specific creator or political leaning impact your willingness to listen to those who've spoken up. From June, Alex Goldman, and Caleb. Those are the hosts of Western Kabuki. Okay, cool. I can't believe that Juniper had a spelling mistake. Shaking my head. That means all of this statement can be thrown out. I'm being silly. But what do we have here? Someone made a Reddit post, a post to Reddit alleging that Alex Claverling, Loloverruled, sexually harassed and stalked at least 10 women at Columbia Law School. Oh boy. From a snark Reddit. An instance where a snark Reddit is a good thing? Who would have thought that sometimes a snark Reddit might do some good stuff every now and again? Crazy. Loloverruled sexual harassment. This dude sexually harassed like every girl in my law school. He has this woke persona online. Yeah, the fucking... Not the male feminist stuff. No, not like this. He was super quiet, which is totally fine, but then he would message girls he's never talked to in his class with no context to come over. Okay, that's a little weird. That is a little weird, yeah. You don't just randomly text girls, come over, right? That's not how that works. What? Stalking after literally saying no. Literally following my friends around parties after getting rejected / blocked. Little sus. Making new accounts when blocked. The works. Yeah, that's some fucking stalking behavior. Okay. Now I'm starting to get a better idea for as to what Loloverruled may have done here. That's some really fucking bad fucking behavior. That's like classic stalker shit. Classic like, yeah, I'm starting to understand the very strange, uncomfortable messages kind of a deal here. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that would be uncomfortable, sure. This is at least 10 girls I've spoken to personally. We were all worried to go forward to the school because we thought he was dangerous, could bring a weapon, etc. I know he's not one of the NYC girlies, but not to be sanctimonious, we nitpick girls for much less, and this NYC dude has almost 1 million followers on TikTok and is like a creep. Team call out the boys too. So stalking, this is what's being alleged here. Stalking, still pursuing girls even though he's been blocked by them, making multiple accounts to continue to stalk them after they're saying no. So okay, yep, that's bad. Without saying too much because their stories are still yet to be told and will be at some point, but I know for a fact that Alex himself, either through a threat or harassment, made the subreddit mods delete this post, which is why I believe it is no longer on Reddit, but it's real. That's incredibly fucking damning. That's super, super fucking damning. I know there's like more to this. I'm curious. I believe this. I also think I believe this as well. With alt text. Yeah, very yikes. Very yikes. Every single woman in our law school class has an Alex story. Wait, how many women is that? I can only assume it's probably dozens, maybe hundreds, definitely dozens. Every fucking woman in the law school class. I'm curious. How many people are in Columbia University law school? Maybe like I don't know. Columbia Law School has approximately 1410 students enrolled. Let's say about 60% of that is women. That'd be hundreds. And hundreds of women have a story about him? We're very, very rough numbers, okay? I'm like super, super rough numbers that I'm working with here. But hundreds of women have stories about him? Yeah, yikes. Super fucking yikes, dude. Post is real. If you search the name of the user who posted this, nothing shows up, but that's because they deleted their account. And yeah, and Juniper also fucking confirms it. Yep, that's a fucking yikes. Yeah, I think that more or less, more or less confirms the behavior. Like, certainly is a big signal saying like, yeah, there's some really bad fucking sussy shit. So like what? Stalking girls, non-consensual, like still trying to like non-consensually like force people to like come over for what reason? Or no, telling people to come over unsolicited. My mistake. Is very, very weird. That's very sus. Not good. Very, very bad. And it's for potentially like what? Hundreds of fucking girls at Columbia Law School? Yikes! That's some fucking yikes. But the big man himself, Hassan, because Hassan is associated with Loloverruled, has had them on his stream multiple times before. What's the big man got to say for them? Say for not for himself. Say about this. Jesus.
How does that kid have so much emotion? For the record, it's insane for Chad to say this stuff on Twitter is drama. If it's related to Alex Lolo, then that's not drama. That's like straightforward creep shit.
Can't really disagree with Hassan's initial assessment here, given the information that is part of this snark Reddit here, and Juniper herself also corroborating the information here. I don't think it's ridiculous or hyperbolic to say that, yeah, there's some genuine fucking creep shit that's going on here, right? Like, and he did this to not dozens, not tens of girls, but potentially hundreds? Potentially, if we are to believe. Now, of course, this could be hyperbolic or something that this individual is saying here, that every single woman in our law school class has an Alex story, right? This could be like silly, ridiculous hyperbole, because it's like they've talked with like every girl in their like immediate sort of area, class, yada yada thing, whatever. I'm heavily fucking guesstimating here. Super fucking guesstimating. It's like me doing fucking head calcs in Pokemon, okay? I'm head calcing, alright? I'm head calcing, and we're just going off of like some very fucking rough numbers here. This is potentially hundreds of girls. Dozens at the very least. Not good. Not good.
Okay, if that's what you guys are referencing as drama, you're a psycho. That's not drama at all.
Yeah, don't think it's drama either.
All up and down being a fucking pest, and it's completely unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you guys are being fucking ridiculous if you think that this is just drama. That's not just drama, dude. That's like, that is, yeah.
Yep.
It's incredibly disappointing. It's not something that I was obviously privy to.
Man, the Trump Pollute vid will doesn't really hit the same after this. Oh god, dude, Jesus. Man, why does this always fucking... Guys, listen. Is it so difficult to fucking keep it in your... You get 1 million plus viewers on some social media platform, and then you go fucking megalomaniacal with power. Okay, I'm being super fucking facetious when I say that, okay? This happens all the fucking time with a lot of men who tend to get like a taste, a morsel of fucking power, right? Like, that's not fucking silly or hyperbolic to say, right? Like, you know, I'm doing a little bit of trolling, trying to, I don't know, make light of the situation, I suppose. It's just how I operate. I apologize for that, but this is like, this ain't some fucking drama shit. I think this is more than likely very genuine. Which is why, I find it very strange that he fucking decided to delete his apology for this. I don't know, like, maybe because he was, like, getting too much harassment for it or something. I don't know. Like, we can guess as to why, but, like, I mean, first step for fucking accountability is to apologize. I don't think that's, like, ridiculous to say, to be quite honest, right? Like, yeah, you should apologize for the fact that you were, well, a fucking pest. Because I don't think that's, like, ridiculous to fucking say. It's like,
I was completely oblivious to whatever the fuck was going on, and it's a betrayal of my trust. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Apparently, and I don't know the full details of what's going on, but I heard like bits and pieces about him, like potentially being abusive, and I didn't know.
Yeah, we can corroborate this based off of this this snark Reddit post, which I do think is more than likely genuine at this point, right? Like Juniper is fucking corroborating off of this with a lot of the fucking victims. Well, not full, like, not trying to like do the full throated corroboration, right? But like giving a lot of credence to what is being said here. I don't think it's like ridiculous to say that, like, yeah, there is some like potentially there is abusive behavior that's going on here, like stalking people after they've said no multiple times to you and have blocked you and your accounts that you tried in order to like further the fucking stalking of their people. Yeah, that's pretty fucking abusive. It's not ridiculous to say.
Know enough about what was going on, but it was enough for me to, like, you know, sever ties. And then past that point, now there's apparently a bunch of people that he was literally in the DMs of all over, all up and down Twitter, like leftist Twitter accounts, public defenders, and even women in this community. Luckily, we have a pretty awesome community of adult women who can take care of themselves. But
women, am I right, fellas?
Just, sending unsolicited DMs and being creepy and pushy and a pest overall. Yeah, it's obviously completely unacceptable. Yeah. I think he said that he's going to outpatient therapy now, but I don't know the extent of what's going on, like I said. But I hope everyone is all right.
No, I don't think there's really much else to say, right? I think this is a totally fair statement here by Hassan. Don't think it's ridiculous at all. All right, well, like 10 seconds there of like nothing going on. Okay, cool, epic, fantastic. Next fucking meme here. We got Caroline. Caroline Kwan. Willard Neff's wife. Right? Is that correct? I don't know a lot about Caroline, I'll be quite honest here. In terms of, like, I don't know, the sort of, like, Hassan orbit, I guess? I don't really know. What do we got here? What do we got here?
A lot of you who think that you are principled leftists are just parasocialists, okay? You are just...
Real! Holy fucking shit! She is so fucking real for this. Dude, I fucking hate lunch table politics bullshit. Ooh, that shit makes me so fucking mad. Like, the fact that literally some, like, dumb fuck, dip, idiot, stupid, dumb fucking loser online can just be like, you engage with this particular person's content, so therefore I don't have to disregard anything that you say. I don't need to engage with anything that you say, and I can just completely disregard anything you have to say, because fuck you, you engage with this person's content. Go fuck yourself. Holy shit. She is fucking spitting. God, she is spitting with that shit, dude. I fucking hate that behavior, and lefties do that shit all the fucking time. It's what I got fucking canceled from my fucking friend groups for, which really fucking pissed me off.
Just like chronically online.
Real?
And you're going with whatever man that you're a fan of says.
Real?
And you wait until, and I know, I'm going to call your asses out. I know that there were those of you who waited to hear Hassan condemn. And that was only then when you would condemn, because you were not actually Prince.
She is so fucking real. Fucking voice crack. Jesus Christ. So fucking real for saying this. Again, parasociality is a fucking bitch. It is the devil. It is a demon. It is a very, very, I don't know, like, a tempting seductress. I don't know if that's the correct term to use here. I fucking hate parasociality. Like, yeah, literal fucking shaitan shit. Absolutely. The devil, the fucking demon. Like, okay. What has ever happened to fucking critical thinking? Think for yourselves, you stupid motherfuckers, okay? Like, it's not, like, don't listen to what your fucking favorite streamer has to say about a particular person. Read stuff, take a look into stuff. That's what I have done. I read a bunch of different shit, a ton of other fucking crap, and I've come to the conclusion that, like, ooh, yeah, I think Loloverruled might be a bit of a weird abuser sex pest kind of a dude. Absolutely. That's not ridiculous or hyperbolic to say. I didn't look at anyone's fucking statements before. I saw this, like, swirling around, and I was just like, do I want to, like, cover this? I don't know if I want to fucking cover this. But then, you know, curiosity killed me, killed the fucking cat, and I was just like, well, it got the fucking better of me. I'm taking a look into it now. But a lot of motherfuckers will just develop their opinions based off of what their fucking favorite streamer says or what their particular social groups have to say. This is an incredibly bad situation. It is quite literally death of fucking subjectivity kind of thing, right? Being wholeheartedly incapable of engaging in any form of, like, critical thinking yourself is a big part of fucking death of subjectivity, and you just want to go along with what your pallies at your fucking lunch table want to go along with. Get the fuck out of here with that kind of bullshit.
Principled. You are a parasocialist who gets all of your opinions from your Twitch streamer.
Real?
And I am not blaming Hassan here, but I am talking about the people who are living in these very narrow worlds where you don't listen to queer people, you don't listen to women, you don't diversify your sources.
Real?
And so when this shit happens, you are no different than the people on the right who you think you are superior to.
Death of subjectivity. Wholehearted. That's the nail. That's the fucking nail on the head. Fucking hitting that shit. This is exactly what it fucking looks like, right? Due to the death of fucking goddamn critical education, critical thinking, broadly speaking, within the United States, people are wholeheartedly incapable of being able to think for themselves, being able to sort of, like, engage with the environment, engage with, like, situations, and they have to fucking listen to fucking idiot streamers say, like, oh, this guy is bad because he did these things, and it's just bad. It's just like, oh, I have to now think with, like, what my fucking streamer thinks. And it's just like, that's not how that works. You shouldn't do that. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Think for yourselves. Think! Think, lefties! Think! Speaking of, like, incredible fucking shut-ins. Ethan Klein! Hi, Ethan! You fucking shit! What do we have to say here? Hassan's best friend just outed as a freak. Lolo? More like, uh-oh. Is there any fucking goddamn evidence to say that Loloverruled was, like, one of Hassan's best friends? Of course, as expected from this schizophrenic fucking freak, Ethan Klein, in order to be able to do anything possible to get a dig at fucking Hassan, he has to, like, I don't know, try to do this whole, like, stupid fucking conflationary bit like he does with, like, Zionism and Judaism, which seems to be one of his favorite fucking rhetorical tactics. Ooh, I wonder why he does that all the time. Well, anywho, what? This is someone saying, I guess their particular story here, saying, I posted a picture in his merch, and he sent me dick pics and asked for my STD results to make sure I'm clean enough. Fuck that dude. So I guess my initial prediction about, unsolicited dick pics was correct. Ding, 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 ding. Daho getting it correct once again. Round of applause, everyone. Round of applause. Daho making the easiest calls, easiest predictions of life. It's almost as if I played way too much fucking Pokemon or some shit. I'm being a little fucking ridiculous. But, we really do like the fact that Ethan has to bring in the fact that Loloverruled is fucking Jewish in this. Like, why are you bringing the fact that he's Jewish into this? You fucking, listen, you want to talk about anti-fucking Semitism. This is some anti-fucking Semitic shit right here, Ethan. You fucking freak. Like, we want to talk about, anti-Semitic fucking, conspiracism and stuff like that. No, Hassan thinks that had no idea about any of the actions of Loloverruled. He didn't know about any of that shit in his fucking goddamn statement, which was a good fucking statement, unlike what you fucking constantly put out, you schizophrenic fucking freak. Remember, you had to put out a little statement for defaming Ryan Kavanaugh. I wonder how that felt for you, buddy. I'm being a little facetious. So we're doing a little bit of trolling. We're being a little silly. But bringing up the fact that Loloverruled is a token Jew has no relevance to any of the fucking shit that's going on here. Did Hassan know about any of this stuff? No. No, he fucking didn't know about any of this stuff. So why are you trying to rake him over the coals about the fact that he was used as, a token Jew or some shit? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Ethan, do we have to, go into the approval ratings that people have of Israel? From what I understand, people have only... the approval rating for Israel amongst the Democratic Party is very, very low. And I think it's about 8% of people now approve of the actions that Israel is doing. Ethan, don't fucking do this, wielding the fact that Loloverruled was fucking Jewish in order to try to, go after Hassan. Get the fuck out of here with this stupid bullshit. The real fucking anti-Semites are fucking dumbasses like Ethan that love to do all this, stupid, dumb fucking bullshit. And weaponizing fucking, weird, creepy sex pest behavior in order to just weaponize it on fucking Hassan. And also weaponize, the fact that he's Jewish to be like, well, this is why, all the Jews that fucking Hassan agrees with are, freaky weirdos, is incredibly fucking anti-Semitic. But then again, this is the same motherfucker who participated in one of the biggest snark subreddits, despite the fact that he loves deriding snark subreddits, that being fucking Trishyland, and that being that snark subreddit in particular doing way more fucking abusive shit in comparison to whatever Ethan's fucking snark subreddit may have fucking done. Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit, Ethan. But yeah, anywho. Conclusion. I think that more than likely, Loloverruled is a pest. He's a sex pest. Some form of abuser. I think, judged off of what we have taken a look at and what we have read, he more than likely sent a bunch of unsolicited dick pics to women, and also did a bunch of weird, abusive, stalky behavior bullshit on a bunch of different women. And, he's a fucking piece of shit. I don't think there's really much else to say besides, he's a piece of shit. He did weird sexual abuse behavior, sexual harassment stuff as well, sending more than likely unsolicited fucking dick pics under the guise of, I kind of misread the situation, guys. It's just he sent unsolicited stuff to fucking women that he was in the DMs with 1,000 fucking %. I guess easiest call of life. Whoa, crazy, I know. And more than likely he's probably guilty of a lot of that stuff, which is why he put out this fucking statement and then deleted it. I still don't know really why he decided to fucking delete it. A little fucking strange. So, good to see that, I don't know, is it accountability? I don't know if this is accountability. This is, going to be a fucking developing situation. We're going to see what else gets put out, I suppose. I do believe that the sort of stuff that's being told here in this Reddit post, I think, is certainly believable. Very, very believable. Probably true, I would say. And, the fact that Juniper is fucking corroborating this specific post right here, certainly gives a lot of fucking credence to the stuff that's being alleged within this specific Snark Reddit post. So I think basically in conclusion, Loloverruled more than likely did that shit. We have to wait and see for the stories of the fucking victims. Anything could fucking happen, of course, theoretically fucking speaking. So still an alleged sex pest, but I think he more than likely fucking did that shit, and he's probably guilty of some very pesty sort of abusive behavior. Don't think there's really much else to say besides that.